I just want to thank you guys for, allowing me to, get on the Zoom call with you guys. And, I'm just very excited to be a part of the Orioles organization. It's been a lot of excitement with my family and friends and, the whole Baltimore Orioles, fan base contacting me. And, it's been great hearing from Hall of Famer like Jim Palmer, talking to him a little bit and, just looking up Hall of Famers, Mr. Robinson, Mr. Murray, Mr. Ripken. Hopefully one day I get to sit down with them and, pick their brain a little bit about the game and, take some of their, accomplishments and try to put into my game a little bit and make me a better ball player. So, I'm excited for this opportunity and I want to thank you guys.
All right. Thanks, Coby. We'll start with questions. First question today from Rock Kabako, MASNsports.com, followed by Rich Dubroff. Rock?
Hey, Coby, congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
What kind of interaction did you have with the Orioles leading up to the draft, and what kind of impression did they make on you?
Yeah, I met with one of the area scouts during the fall, and he was very nice, and seemed like he really liked me, and we talked a little bit about the affiliates and the Orioles as a whole, and he thought that I could be a very big part of what they were, road back to greatness, and I wanted to be a part of that, and they showed great interest towards the draft, and took some eye tests here and there, but there was interest there, and I knew that they were a team that could be on me.
Next, Rich Dubroff, BaltimoreBaseball.com, followed by Joe Trezza. Rich?
Hey, Coby. Was college really a great consideration for you? But was it once the Orioles drafted you, you put that aside? What was your thought process there?
Yeah, I mean, the University of Florida was my dream school since I was a little kid, and having the opportunity to go there would have been a dream come true. But at the same time, I knew that pro ball would start my career much faster and would get me to where I want to be much faster. And Major League Baseball nowadays is all about the young talent, and I wanted to be a part of that. And I thought that given the opportunity and being drafted by such a great organization, it was hard to pass up on that.
Joe Trezza, MLB.com, followed by Nathan Ruiz. Joe?
Yeah, Coby, thanks for doing this and congratulations. I kind of want to follow up on Rich's question. How difficult of a decision was that for you? How long did it take, and who did you kind of lean on to help you make it?
Yeah, it was definitely difficult because, like I said, having a dream school like the University of Florida, playing in the SEC, playing against the best schools in the country, it was definitely, a decision I had to sit down and talk to my parents about. And, like I said, having the opportunity to start my career and my passion of the game when I'm younger is a lot more of an advantage. And I think that, like I said, the young talent in the league, Fernando Tatis and Ronald Acuna, all those guys are young talent, and they're coming up and they're going to be great for so long, and that's what I want to be.
Next, Nathan Ruiz, Baltimore Sun, followed by Andrew Gillis. Nathan?
Hey, Coby, thanks for doing this and congratulations. I think you got MSD strong on your hat. What do you remember about that day, and what kind of perspective do you think that gave you, and how do you think you'll carry that forward into your career?
Yeah, I mean, that day was obviously a day that I'll never forget, and my community will always hurt from that, and it'll always be a recovery. But that day was a very emotional day. It's supposed to be Valentine's Day is supposed to be a day of love and caring for one another. And at 2:21 on in my last period class, that all changed when former classmate opened up fire into our school and killed 17 students and staff and injured 17 more, and hurt the whole world. And that day, I look back on it and I think to myself, I'm so lucky to be here today. And if it wasn't for my coaches, my family, my friends, I wouldn't be here where I'm at today without them to push me. And every single day, doing it for those ones that were lost. I play for those because they can't play, and they don't have voices. They can't do, they couldn't live what they wanted to do, and I can. And ever since I was a little kid, I knew that I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player. and those people had dreams too, and I want to fulfill their dreams by me fulfilling mine. And the whole community needed something big to come out of it, and that's what I really wanted to do, and that's what happened on June 11th when the Orioles selected me. So I'm really, really very blessed to be here, and I'm happy to do it for them.
Next, Andrew Gillis, NBC Sports Washington. Andrew.
Hey, Coby, congratulations again. As a follow-up to that, in terms of kind of molding who you are as a person, how did some of those events like that in high school kind of just change who you were, especially with this past season, getting canceled altogether? How is this kind of going to transform you in the future?
I would say from my freshman year, I was a little kid. I came into school, 14 years old, and, I didn't know what to expect. And I was a little kid, like I said, and, my next year I was 15 going into my sophomore year. And, from February 14, 2018 to now, it's just like I had to mature like 5 times, like as much as any high school kid wanted to, because of everything that's happened. And, I think it was good for me in a way. Everything happens for a reason. Like I said, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have pushed myself so hard to be here today. And, yeah, it's just weird to look back on it and, see everything that happened. And, I'm still here today, and that's what's most proud.
Next, Nathan Ruiz with a question. Nathan.
Hey, Coby, if you could you kind of just give us a self-scouting report of yourself? What kind of player are the Orioles getting?
Yeah, they're getting, like I said, I've always said this, a great teammate. That's what always comes first, because, I've always been a kid to care about their teammates before myself, and they're getting just a great, great kid and team player. And, I want to win a World Series just as bad as they want to. I think they picked me because they know how good of a kid I am, and, what I bring to the table. I got a big bat, I got a big arm, and, my defense plays. And, everyone always says, the feet and hands are slow, but, I've worked on that. They haven't seen that in the last, 4, 5, 6 months. Been working on that, and, I'm just really excited to get out there and, show them what I'm about.
Next, Joe Trezza, followed by Andrew Gillis. Joe. We'll come back to Joe. We'll skip to Andrew Gillis. Andrew.
Yeah, Coby, I know you were drafted as a third baseman, but you played shortstop in high school as well. What's the plan? Have you talked to the Orioles as to kind of where they see you and where you could fit?
No, I haven't talked to them much. They wanted to give me the weekend to enjoy myself, and but I would love to stay at third base. But wherever they see me as, it could be an outfielder, first baseman, third baseman. I want to be in the lineup and contribute as much as I can.
Joe Trezza next. Joe.
Hey, Coby. Sorry, I've been having some pretty poor connection. So if this question was asked before, I apologize.
No problem.
We've heard that you have such big power, both in BP and the game. I'm wondering, where does that come from? When did it kind of develop for you, and was there anybody you modeled your game after?
I would say my power just came from, I've always been a big kid, and I've always worked really, really hard on my hitting. And, bat speed is something that I take pride in, because, I have one of the, top exit velos in the class. And I'd say my bat speed is the reason why, I have such great power, and, working hard every day hitting. It doesn't come by accident. I worked hard for my power and, for everything that came with it.